Hi, welcome back to Jada Solves, and it's me, resident engineer, Jada. And today I'm going to break down some underrated engineering careers that you can go into, because we all know about mechanical, software, all those engineers are constantly making the headlines. But there's some engineering professions that are just nowhere to be found, and they are great once you get into them. But how do you know where they are? That's where I come in. I'll be walking through 5 underrated engineering careers you can get into, whether you're in the career or in university trying to figure out what you want to do next, or even thinking of a mid-career change. This video is for you, and I'm sure you appreciate all the information I can give you. Number 1, systems engineer. Have you looked at something complicated and was like, damn, how is that organized? What is going on? You just wonder, like an airplane or self-driving car, or even just a roller coaster. There's so many things going on, and you thought to yourself, how does all of this come together into glorious harmony and doesn't kill me in the process? That's where a systems engineer comes in. They guide a project from start to finish, from birth to death. They guide the system like they're guiding their child, their baby steps till they graduate in college and maybe come back every so often, a couple of years for help and financial aid. But they're their babies and they love them. And it's not even just that they're organising the systems to come together. They need to work with different teams in the company, which means that you're exposed to the company's structure. So you're not stuck doing one thing, you're experiencing other people's jobs as well. And these systems comes in various sizes. So depending on where you go, you could be dealing with a mammoth of a system, and that could be really exciting. Everyone thinks mechanical, software, electrical engineers do all that stuff, but it's usually the system engineers. They're a bit of the unsung hero when it comes to these projects. So where do they work? Honestly, most places. Aerospace, automotive, robotics, healthcare. As long as you think there's a system, there's most likely going to be a job for it. And why it's so great? Well, the salary is nothing to laugh at. You kind of become the jack of all trades. So if you're definitely a person who gets bored doing one thing, systems engineers is the career for you. Number 2, reliability engineer. So kind of sidestep into quality engineer, but I'm going to try and really focus on what reliability engineer really does. But I can see quality engineer kind of falling into this as well. But essentially, these are the engineers that make sure nothing breaks, ever, because that would be bad. So what would they do? They would test the equipment to predict failures, analyze data to prevent accidents, and improve products so that they can last longer, and a host of other things which I won't get into. But why are they so underrated? Because reliability is expected everywhere you go, in every project and product you use, and it's just so underestimated. Because the expectation is there, we just assume it's nothing special, it's just part of the parcel. Also, because they're everywhere, it means demand is also everywhere. If you look into reliability or quality engineer, you will find that there are quite a lot of places would expect it. I usually work in manufacturing, and there's never a place I've ever been to without a quality/reliability engineer. They're needed. Plus, you find yourself at a place where you can throw phones on the ground or something like that. That would be fun. So, never a boring day. As a reliability engineer, you know what you're doing while you're chucking your phones, and you can justify that in a written report and give it to the company and say, I saved you money by doing so. I'm pretty certain they'll appreciate you and keep you on. Number 3, building automations engineer. When you think of a modern new build, I'm saying new build because that's the first thing I can think of, or a modern office building. The things that need to be considered are design systems for the HVAC, lighting, security, and sensors. Also, integrating automation to reduce emissions is also a need. And buildings just need to generally be more comfortable and sustainable. And who's going to do all of that? The architects will make them nice, but the buildings automation engineers will strive to make it work. Why is it underrated? Because people think that's just another version of civil engineering. And civil engineering is just building bridges and buildings. But buildings are becoming robots nowadays. Have you not walked into a high-rise and think about all the things, all the systems that go into it? How one button can control certain lights and certain air cons and whatnot, and it's all very confusing. There's usually a brain behind it all, and that's when they come in. And the potential is growing. If you look into United Emirates, you can see all the buildings that they're doing. Very smart buildings. The growth is there. It's just the people that are needed. Number 4, manufacturing automation/controls engineer. We see all these really cool robots that do things and create pieces of art out of a block of metal. The engineers behind them code those robots to do those jobs. So what exactly do? They will program the robots to do the job. They'll also think and implement systems in the robots or the line of robots that they may be in charge of to make sure that everything runs smoothly as well as think of ways to be more efficient. And why is it so underrated? Well, when you think manufacturing, what comes to mind? Does this come to mind? I mean, in England, most of our manufacturing plants were all around during World War II, so I'm not surprised if you think of that. But everything is now getting better and improving and updated and cleaner and shinier. We have wipes. We can clean oil off our machines now. And we also get new machines, which typically involve automation and robots. So gone are the days of knowing exactly what 1.5 inches are with the gap of your hand, and in are the days where you have to control robots to do your bidding. You are the master. Plus they're everywhere. I mean, robots are everywhere. Have you not seen the news? As in the news? So if you want a hands-on engineering degree plus a bit of coding, this is for you. Number 5, test engineer. So I've already mentioned reliability engineer. So what's the difference between that and test engineer? Reliability engineers test existing products that are meant to be tested before they make it to the world. Test engineers test products that haven't even made it to the factory floor. So essentially they work with the R&D teams, think of concepts, and once they get to the concepts, they're allowed to break it, or at least reasonably get it up to a point where they realize, okay, this and this and this needs to be changed. It's a pretty fun thing. You get to create test plans, break things on purpose because it's your job, you get paid for it, validate prototypes before release, and work closely with R&D teams. That could also mean working closely with customers. So if you find yourself in a particular company that allows travel to look at ways to think of solutions for problems specifically in certain areas, that would be really fun. In fact, that's kind of my dream right now. I'm going to look into it a bit more. So why is it underrated? Because I've just told you a lot of fun things. It's not as prestigious as software engineer or manufacturing or industrial, where people are there drawing up the projects and whatnot, because test engineers are only just a small part of all that R&D. But they are still part of it, because without testing, there wouldn't be ships, phones, lights, everything that we use. You literally become the first person to touch a new product before even the world sees it. Test engineers are needed everywhere. It's not just manufacturing. It's also in aerospace, healthcare, you name it, it needs testing. In fact, I want to be a food test engineer. I'd imagine there'll be a lot of eating. It'd be great. So those are my 5 underrated engineering degrees/careers. They're probably some of the few impactful and future-proof roles out there. If you are any of these engineers, please give me a shout in the comments, because I would love to interview you. It'll be nice to get proven right, because I'm pretty certain all these careers are really fun. And if you want more videos breaking down more engineering careers, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down what else you want me to talk about. I'll be more than happy to research whatever career you're looking into and make a nice video up here. But until next time, bye!